A daring rescue mission where a Coast Guard and his team are assigned to rescue a crew stranded on an oil tanker that is severely wrecked during a violent storm.
The compass is gone!
We lost the pumps.
We all live, but we all die. Hold on! 36-500, this is Station Chatham. Do you hear me?
Based on a true story, The Finest Stars is directed by Craig Gillespie and stars Chris Pine, Casey Affleck, Ben Foster, Holliday Grainger, Eric Bana and many more. On February 18, 1952, a violent storm split the SS Pendleton, a T2 oil tanker, into two halves, and the crewmen on board just have a few hours before the ship sinks. Bernie Webber, a Coast Guard, along with his three teammates, is assigned to rescue those men, and then we get to see the most daring rescue mission in Coast Guard history. Yes, the first 10-15 minutes of this film do show us a sweet love story between our Coast Guard Bernie and his love Miriam. The scene then shifts to a group of sailors who just have a few hours left before the remaining half of their ship sinks. From then, this film becomes an intense and a thrilling rescue mission where anything can happen. To find out, go check The Finest Stars. One of the main reasons why this film worked for me is because of the cast and their believable performances. Chris Pine as the Coast Guard Bernie Webber is the best out of all. I really enjoyed watching him as Captain Kirk in the Star Trek series, and here too he has done a great job. The tension his character has of ensuring that the rescue mission goes as planned and the safety of his three teammates was brought out perfectly on screen by Chris Pine. One captain there and another on the sinking ship, Casey Affleck as Captain Ray Seibert. His character too had responsibilities such as ensuring that the water gushing in the ship has to be slowed down. The ship has to be steered through the humongous waves. And most important of all, don't lose hope. Like Chris Pine, Casey Affleck too has done a great job. Both Bernie and Ray are likable characters. Even the crewmen were such that you will root for all of them. You will want all of them to make it out alive. The director Craig Gillespie has done an amazing job with the whole film. He wastes no time in bringing us to the scene between the giant waves on board the sinking ship. He manages to create that intense and thrilling atmosphere around us through the efforts of the crewmen to slow down the sinking of the ship and the efforts of Bernie and his teammates sailing through those giant waves and the violent storm just to get to the ship on time and rescue the stranded crew. Smooth pacing of this film and the efforts of our men to ensure success kept me engaged and on the edge of my seat. Even the visual effects and the sound effects of this film were just amazing. Watching those monstrous waves on the big screen and listening to the roaring storm gave me the feeling of being there on board with Bernie and his team. And yeah, I'm saying this, the 3D added to the fun. I really hate watching films in 3D, but this film here is highly recommended to be watched in 3D for a breathtaking experience. I actually have no complaints with this film. The story was pretty straightforward, and even though it's produced by Disney, there was nothing that was exaggerated or made to look epic unnecessarily. All of it was just perfect. From the old-fashioned look of this film, since it is set in 1952, to the chilling scenes in the ocean with the big waves and the violent storm. And the love story in this film didn't feel unnecessary at all. It didn't shift the focus from the main story, and it was there in the film, keeping in mind the true events. In the end, I'll say this, that The Finest Stars manages to keep you engaged throughout and has some amazing moments in the form of the rescue scenes, the survival attempts of the crewmen, and the scenes on water when Bernie and his team are in action. All of it was so intense. Those scenes really gave me the chills, and after watching this film, I won't go on the ocean. No way. The sight of the oil tanker split in halves alone is terrifying. This film does a great job in giving you the feeling of being there, on board, in peril, and that is why it's amazing. It's well acted. All the actors do a great job. From the lead, to the crewmen, to Bernie's teammates. All of them do a great job. It's well directed. The visual effects and the sound effects are amazing. It's well paced and is a fun watch throughout. I therefore rate this film 4 out of 5 stars. Didn't really expect to give it such a high rating. And guys, I do recommend you watch it in 3D to have the best experience. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed. If yes, please like the video, and if you want to see more, then hit subscribe. Till then, peace out.